Parents who accuse their children of being ungrateful or constantly remind them of how much money they've spent often have limited resources themselves and hold unrealistic expectations of their kids' ability to give back. When children fail to meet those expectations, don't become their parents' personal ATM, or make their parents question whether they can rely on them in the future, these parents often break down emotionally. Some parents think, "I won't let my kids go through what I went through," while others believe, "I got through it, so why can't you handle what I handled?" Growing up in this kind of environment, children often feel like tolerated guests in their own homes. These painful experiences lead them to avoid their parents. Psychologists call this emotional estrangement driven by disappointment. They feel no real closeness with their parents, don't want to share their lives with them, and are reluctant to talk about problems they face. Being alone with their parents feels awkward. Sometimes just hearing a parent speak can trigger irritation. Even the most patient people can find themselves feeling inexplicably angry, and some start to wonder if they've become heartless. But this is actually a response to childhood trauma. They become emotionally avoidant because they've learned that expressing themselves doesn't solve anything, because their parents never really cared. Trying to explain gets labeled as talking back. Staying silent gets called being difficult. Saying nothing is seen as stubbornness. Not smiling when unhappy is taken as a bad attitude. Because their emotional needs were unmet or dismissed early on, they stop seeking understanding or comfort. Deep down, they've internalized the belief that their parents can't be counted on. Children who grow up without love or consistent care often develop a distorted understanding of love. They fear relationships and internalize deep self-doubt. Their subconscious tells them they're inherently unlovable. Even when others express love toward them, it feels unfamiliar, sometimes even frightening. When they do enter a relationship, they often feel insecure and constantly seek reassurance from their partner to soothe their inner anxiety. They might repeatedly ask their partner, "Do you love me?" or test them by asking if they remember their favorite food, anything to prove they're truly loved. For those who lack love as children, adult relationships are full of inner conflict and a fundamental lack of confidence in being loved. But remember, not receiving love as a child doesn't mean you're doomed to live without it forever. We encounter new relationships, and through those connections, we can rebuild ourselves. A good partner or friend can slowly help pull us out of that emotional deprivation.